All right, and we are back with another Super Bowl Network LLC.com charitable event where I, Thomas E. Harrington, aka Reaper the Storyteller, and my boy
Mackay,
are back to donate to and uplift
the Alliance Community Services.
That's right. That's right. It is a nonprofit 501c3 organization, and they are specifically here to help the Latino and Hispanic community. So we're going to go over their website, talk about their what they're doing for health, what they're doing for resources, what they're doing to bridge the gap of cultural and language problems. Now, we do this every single month, so make sure you're checking to see these videos. And speaking of donating to these charities, I am proud to announce that we have raised over $4,000. That's right, because we're doing big things with real money.
We out here.
Yes. Now, is there anything else you want to add, Mackay, before we go back to the website and go a little more deeper into this organization?
Nope, let's head on to the website.
That's right, that's right. So we're gonna go to the website, go over the information, and then we're gonna wrap this thing on up. And so, like always, you better let this love and peace be with you.
Don't let them take it away. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day.
All right, and we are back with another Super Bowl Network LLC.com charitable event. Now, we do these events every single month, so definitely look for these videos where we uplift and donate to a local nonprofit organization. Now, the organization that we are going to be uplifting and donating to is Alliance Community Services. And you can find their website at alliance-community.org. So, let's get into it. Now, when you come to the About section, you see that for almost 2 decades, Alliance Community Services has been Utah's leader in providing resources to the Latin community. Now, ACS, Alliance Community Services, offers resources and services to break down barriers that many Latinx and Hispanic communities face. Their team members are professionals from diverse, multi-ethnic backgrounds with vast experience in facilitating and delivering health and human services, collaborating in research and education, which if you live in Utah, you know there's not a whole lot of services that are offered to different communities and backgrounds. So this is great to have a community service like this. Also, the Alliance Community Services, or ACS, is a 501c3 nonprofit organization that provides community services and promotes cultural awareness, advocacy, and communication about issues that affect the underserved communities. Founded in 2002, Alliance Community Services is a leader in researching the Hispanic community. Now, if you scroll down a little farther, you'll see what they do. So basically, they help with education by providing educational resources in person and virtually, just in case you have transportation issues, in a cultural appropriate manner. Educate Latino community with valuable resources, which this is awesome too, because then you at least know where the resources are and how to get a hold of those resources. They also help with the community by partnering up and collaborating with faith, community, state, and federal organizations as a liaison of information in Spanish. Now, that's a very big one. There's many times where there is organizations and services available, but there is a language barrier. So this is a great organization that helps bridge that gap. They also have an outreach team that does in-person and digital forms of reaching the Latin community. So they try to meet people where they're at. Now, when you come to the services section, there is a service called, and I hope I'm saying this right, Triunfadoras is a cancer survivor group for Latin women, their families, and caregivers. The program that started in 2002 with 8 patients now has 540 members. Triunfadoras is the only culturally sensitive Spanish-speaking ongoing cancer support group in Utah. So this is a great resource to get more information on the group. They have monthly meetings. They're culturally sensitive and they speak Spanish. These are very huge things, especially in a place like Utah that doesn't have a lot of those opportunities. Hispanic women face unique barriers when diagnosed with and seeking cancer treatment, including cultural misunderstandings about health care, fear, finances, and language barriers. The Triunfadoras support groups allow a safe space to discuss these barriers and look for solutions within the community. Awesome. If you scroll down just a little bit more and you're looking to join the group, they have a place that you can do that. If you scroll down just a little bit more, you'll see who's on their team and some news articles. They also have the Breast and Cervical Cancer Navigation Program, which is very important, especially if there's a language barrier or a cultural barrier. This is really good to have. So basically, the Breast and Cervical Cancer Navigation Program is an outreach and educational program that promotes routine clinical breast exams, annual mammograms, and monthly self-breast exams. Very important to do the preventative care for early detection. The ACS navigators assist women in having access to free and low-cost clinical breast and cervical exams. ACS efforts are through their partnerships with the Utah Department of Health and local health providers to ensure access to free or low-cost resources. Now, if you scroll down just a little bit more, you'll see that they offer free testing, free transportation, and free translation. Very, very important. Hispanic women experience many barriers that delay their access to treatment after being diagnosed with breast cancer. These barriers include inadequate insurance, poor access to health care, lack of transportation, language barriers, limited understanding regarding their diagnosis and treatment options, and a lack of familiarity with the U.S. healthcare system. ACS has a variety of resources to break down these barriers, such as free testing, transportation, and translation. They do a lot. Being able to bridge the gap between cultural and language barriers when it comes to healthcare is very important, especially in cases of cancer, when early diagnosis and early warning signs can lead to better health outcomes. They also have another program, which I'm hoping I'm saying right, Ventanilla de Salud, or Health Booth. And basically the Ventanilla de Salud, or VDS program, was created by the Mexican Security of Health, the Foreign Affairs Ministry, and the Institute for Mexicans Abroad. It operates in all 50 Mexican consulates in the United States, with local community organizations running the program. The program aims to improve the physical and mental health of Latinxes living in Utah and Western Wyoming by working with partners throughout the state to connect to individuals with necessary services. Now, if you scroll down just a little bit more, the program offers free screenings for blood sugar, blood pressure, body mass index, and cholesterol when available. Now, the clients can also be connected with primary care providers, specialists, behavioral health services, housing, immigration services, immigrant rights, worker safety, and occupational health. Really, really awesome. They also give you the times when they're open to the public, the days they're open, and where to go, phone numbers, and emails. It's always good to get early checkups to make sure that you're staying healthy and you're on the right track. And it also leads to better health outcomes. They provide a variety of low-cost immigration services. Alliance Community Services is one of the 6 nonprofit organizations recognized by the Department of Justice to represent individuals in the practice of immigration law in Utah, which is great because they stay up to date with the laws and regulations that you have to follow when applying for immigration services. Now, when you scroll down a little farther, they have lots of other legal programs that assist you for other services, such as TPS applications, free citizenship applications for low-income residents, U visas, victim of crimes, green card renewals, citizenship certificates, DACA renewals, Violence Against Women's Act, or the VAWA, family visa petitions, and adjustment of status. They also have healthy living resources where you can find other sources for other needs that you may have. So if you go to food banks, you'll see where you can find food. They also have a list, if you scroll down a little bit more, of churches that offer food bank services. You can also scroll down just a little bit more and find food pantries. Now, they do ask that you call before to make sure that there is food available at these pantries. They also have health resources. Now, if you come to the health resources, they'll show you where you can find free or low-cost clinics. They also have a wellness bus to get your free exams. They have a step-by-step how to use blood pressure monitor. They also have informative videos that you can watch that are completely in Spanish. They also have the Food Stamps Assistance or the SNAP program and how to apply there, and CHIP and Medicaid information so you can find out more about that. Now, if you come down to the Living Healthy section, you'll see that you can learn more about diabetes, cholesterol, and hypertension. And they also have a Kearns Library section, and this will take you to the County Library section, which shows you resources in Spanish. And this covers a wide range of books and videos, and also classes you can attend. They also offer CHIP and Medicaid assistance, and basically their CHIP and Medicaid program is an outreach and educational effort to help qualifying individuals enroll in free or low-cost medical insurance. Now, with this program, their team helps you with every step of the application process. And the best part is all these services within this program are provided free of charge. Now, if you scroll down just a little bit more, it'll tell you more about what CHIP is, what Medicaid is, and what you'll need to enroll in the Medicaid and CHIP programs. They also offer workplace safety training. So basically, they offer free educational seminars and distribute educational materials among Hispanic workers and businesses to increase awareness of workplace safety and to reduce the number of injuries and fatalities in the job. They also offer COVID-19 resources. Now, when you scroll down a little bit more, you'll find out where you can get vaccines, where you can get tested for COVID-19, food assistance, and emotional resources. They also offer virtual workshops, and basically the Alliance Community Services understands the unique challenges that COVID-19 had created. So they're educating the public on health, legal, and workplace resources. They also started educational Q&As to reach the Latino community throughout Utah in a COVID-19 safe way. So every week via Facebook, they do have new topics and professionals who can help answer any questions. And they also have a link to their Facebook page. Now, if you scroll down just a little bit more, they have past live Q&As that you can watch also. And you can learn a little bit more about one of their supporters, Select Health. So if you come to the Get Involved section, they have the community health workers. And basically, the Alliance Community Health Workers, or the CHW, and the Promotoras will offer a protective network of trained individuals to effectively support and assist the communities in Utah to achieve optimal levels of health and well-being. Now, their goal is to incorporate the role of CHW and the Promotoras in the health field and social services section to decrease health disparities for the underserved population. And once again, sorry if I'm not pronouncing these words right. They also have an event section. And of course, they always need volunteers. Especially as a small nonprofit, they need help. So with your effort, they're able to get one step closer to their mission. And volunteering can be done in a variety of ways: in-person events, office work, writing a letter to the editor, and much, much more. So no matter what your skill set is, they have a form right here to be more specific of how you want to be involved and what programs you're interested in working in. They also have a research partnering program, which is really awesome. So basically, they partnership with institutions of higher learning, private and public agencies to conduct research aimed to help eliminating health disparities in the Hispanic population. The specifics include understanding cultural differences, translating data into language and cultural sensitive information, recruit Hispanics to participate in all stages of the research, including study design, formulating research questions, and creating data into meaningful information and publications, which is very, very important, as well as the planning, delivery, management, and measurement of the impact of health policies and regulations on reducing health disparities. This is very, very important. Now, as you know, there's a lot of biases when it comes to the medical health field and institutions. This is a great way to start addressing this issue. And of course, donations are always welcome. Now, this helps Latinx and Hispanic individuals within their families and communities by providing immigration, health, and workplace resources. Now, with these resources, they've been able to successfully connect Latinx individuals to life-changing resources in a culturally appropriate way. Now, this also includes anything from DACA applications to breast cancer support groups. The ACS has been able to break down barriers that many Latinx individuals encounter in Salt Lake. Now, the only way they've been able to do this for over 19 years is the support from you. Now, their work to break down barriers is ongoing and can only be accomplished with generous donations from people like you and me. And each donation helps to bring equity to the Latinx community here in Salt Lake. And these donations are tax deductible. And another way to give is through Amazon Smiles, and they have a link here to sign up. They also have some information on other programs and their impacts, like the breast and cervical education, breast and cervical cancer screenings, and their health and care support. Now, if you come to the donation section, they also have a DACA application fund. So if you want to specifically donate and support DACA, they have a link right here for you. Also in the donation section, they have a separate part where you can donate to help support their Triunfadoras programs. And they also have a link where you can learn more about those programs. Now, they also have a news press release section, so you can find out a little bit more of what they've done, what have been reported on them in the news. And in the About section, you can find out more about their team. And this is also the place you can contact them. Now, they're located in Murray, but they do help people throughout the whole state of Utah. Find out how you can get to these resources in your area of Utah. So that about does it for the website of Alliance Community Services, where they do a great job getting resources and information to the Latino and Hispanic community. Now you can find their website once again at alliance-community.org. Really great organization, as you can tell. So if you need these programs and you're in the Utah area, please reach out to them so you can find out more about them and get the resources and help that you need. Now that about wraps it up for this, but we will be back. So stay tuned and we'll wrap this thing on up. And like always, let love and peace be with you.
Don't let them take it away. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful day.
All right, and we are back with another Super Bowl Network LLC.com charitable event where we are uplifting and donating to the Alliance Community Services. That's right. Helping out the Latino, Hispanic community. As you can tell, they do a lot of work, a lot of free to low cost, And we really need something like that in a place like this, where we don't have a whole lot of places that help people with diversity. So it's good to have these type of organizations around to kind of bridge the gap.
Mm-hmm.
Is there anything else you wanted to add about this awesome organization?
I would just add that they do a lot of services. Definitely go check out the website yourself,
Yes.
especially for the Latino, Hispanic community. Definitely helps with a lot of different things.
Yep.
And
yep.
one thing I also want to mention is that they have a Facebook, so go check out their
Yes.
social media. They have a lot of events and stuff. You might not find it on the website, but their Facebook page is where you'll find a lot of the events happening. They do a lot of them, support groups, all that stuff.
Yes.
So definitely
yes.
make sure you look at that as well.
Yes, very good points, because you want to make sure you're staying up to date.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of these organizations, it's hard to keep up with their website, so things aren't always where they're supposed to be.
Yeah, sometimes.
So definitely look that up. Now, anything else we want to add?
I think that's about it.
All right, all right. Well, you help out in your community if you can. This is for the Utah area, and they cover all of Utah. So definitely check them out. And like always, you better let this love and peace be with you, because you deserve it.
Beautiful day, so don't let them take it away.